What's going on, guys? It's your boy ATF Cobra, and I have a really nice chopper gameplay uh, while partnering up with one of my new friends on Xbox Live. His name is Innocentman. He's a pretty good pilot, and I'm actually excited to bring you guys this gameplay and hope that you guys really do enjoy it and take some of these tips that I'm going to give you guys as well for chopper gunners, mostly gunners, because most of the time I do try to pilot. I don't fare too well against stronger players, so I think I still have a little bit of learning to do. So I'm gonna hold those tips for later. But anyways, for the gunner, you guys mostly need to communicate. That's the basic key to actually being successful and getting to bigger runs. Is to communicate with your player, whoever is actually piloting, whoever is actually controlling the helicopter or whatever you're in. Even in a tank, you guys have to communicate and make sure that you guys are letting each other know what's going on, what you're going for, because two minds think alike. And when they do think alike, or if you guys put two minds together and start to think alike, then you'll perform a lot better than just doing separate things. Anyways, what I was using for the chopper for the most part was the belt speed or the belt upgrade, and I was using the guided missile and I believe stealth as well. Now those are pretty decent combinations, I would think, for a chopper, because they are very easy. Like the belt speed, it does help you reload a little bit faster, which can come in handy if you're going up against other choppers and you're in close range and you need to take him out quickly. Then definitely a suggestion as well. And if you are going up against another chopper, strafing side to side or actually being on the same level with another chopper is probably not the best or smartest idea that you can do, especially if he does take a higher level than you and he starts shooting on top of you. He's going to cause a little bit more damage, and he's probably going to finish you off a lot faster than you can finish him off. And another thing is to avoid the spam of iglas and soflams. What you guys are going to want to do is to stay below radar. Everyone should know by now that once you are really low to the ground in a chopper, you do go below radar, which breaks locks on iglas and stingers. Now, this does not break the locks on soflams, so what you're going to need to do to escape from soflams is, when you're being locked on, is to immediately try to run and circle around and figure out where that soflam is, because it could mean the utter destruction of your chopper and the end of your run. And here, these guys pulled out two soflams, not one but two, and we were able to swing around the back with a very precise maneuver and able to get them. Here we crashed. I don't know how we hit the mountains, but he does like to stay low. Innocentman does like to stay a little bit, so that's why he does end up crashing. And then we come back for another beast run as well. So here we come back, we take out the first soflam, and then we take out the second. But that's what you guys are going to want to do as well. Remember that when you are in an air vehicle, such as a helicopter or a jet, you have a lot more space to work with on the map than you really think you do, because you could fly just about everywhere without having to worry about the red zones or not being able to fly zones. Especially when you're in a jet as well. The jets have a lot more space to work with, and they could go a lot higher. So use that space to your advantage if you're getting away from a fight that you know you're not going to win, or if there's a heavy or a better pilot than you and he's actually taking you down. Then it's better. Your best options are to flee and to get to a better position and come around, because he might lose attention, and he might lose that interest if he's chasing you for too long, and he's probably most likely gonna give up, especially a jet. If a jet is chasing you for too long and he's not able to get you, a jet is going to leave that battle more often than not, because he's flying at a faster speed than you, and he's probably gonna either pass you or try to come around and strafe and get you, and that leaves you open to actually escaping a lot more. Now, also as a gunner, what I like to do is actually kind of spam the spot button, especially if I see one guy. I'll spam the spot button because more than likely there'll be more than one person, and here these guys were highlighted and spotted, and that's why it was so much easier to actually hit them. So when you are as a gunner, make sure you're spotting, even as a pilot as well. The pilot and the gunner spotting equals into a better game because you both have a different point of view. The gunner has a low point of view, and the pilot has a high point of view, so he can see the things above and you can see the things below, so you both can spot for each other and call out for each other. And the gunner as well, he should be watching, or if you are a gunner, you should definitely be watching for engineers. You should already know what they look like. Most engineers look like they have a blast mask or black mask over their face, or they're small and they carry rockets. They look like they carry rockets. They shouldn't be too hard to spot. Even if you're playing in non-HD, you should be able to spot them. So when you do, remember to communicate with your pilot not to fly too low because it makes for an easy kill. We all know that post-patch rockets are one-shot kills now to the attack choppers, not to the transport. The transports are now 2-hit kills with the chopper, and this is actually confirmed because I've done it a couple times. And see here, this guy's trying to shoot us. And as soon as you see that, automatically the pilot should know he should be going a lot higher than he needs to, or circle around his enemy because he doesn't want to make himself an easy target. Another thing as well as the gunner, if you have unlocked guided missile, is very good to do so. And when you are using the guided missile, what you guys want to do is when you lock onto a tank and he doesn't have smoke, and you're able to actually shoot him, wait until that missile hits before you actually fire, because what the game tends to do is if you shoot at a tank with your guided missile and it hits, and you try to hit him at the same time with your missiles, or not missiles but your gun, then more likely than not you're not going to cause him any damage, which is going to make you waste a lot more rounds than you need to in order to take down that tank. And it's happened to me a bunch of times. I don't know if it's a glitch or what happens exactly, but when I use guided missiles and I shoot the tank automatically, sometimes the guided missile will disappear even when the tank doesn't even deploy their smoke. Anyways, here's probably the last run that we did. We disabled that vehicle, and then we try to come back around, but I guess we crashed somewhere over here. And for the last run, we do get a little bit greedy in the end, and we end up getting killed from the back from a jet, which you guys definitely need. If you don't have air radar equipped as a pilot, I strongly advise you guys use it, because it helps you actually try to pinpoint who's attacking you and where they're attacking you from. Now, if you don't have it unlocked, what I also suggest you guys do in my previous, like I said in my previous tips as well, is to flee, run away, because you can always fight you can always fight again another day. As corny as that sounds, it's very true. If you do run away and try to actually gather yourself, see where you're being attacked from, you're better opt to staying alive longer. But hopefully you guys enjoy these tips and tricks that I brought for you guys and this gameplay. It's been your boy ATF Cobra. Peace.